Training is very difficult. It's one of the hardest sports in the world, and you can't stop in the middle of the ring or you'll get hurt. If it's something that's within somebody, you could teach certain aspects of it, but when it comes down to it, I feel like you're born as a boxer, and I would say most boxers can agree with me on that.
Having a son box would probably have not been my first choice. I think bowling would have been a little bit better of a sport for a mother. But seeing Nicholas work as hard as he does and train as hard as he does every single day for the hours that he puts in, we're very proud what he has done and accomplished.
Boxing, it's like a drug. It's like a drug. I mean, it's like being a drug addict. 80–90% of your life sucks, right? And is painful. Is training, is sacrifice, giving up hanging out with friends, giving up relationships, putting all that stuff on that back burner for that 10% of euphoria, for that 10% of actual feeling high where they raise your hand or your guy walks out winning.
I was pretty immature when I first started boxing. I thought I knew a lot more than I thought about boxing. I thought I could compete when I first got in there, but I realized that I had so much to learn, and I would consider myself a shy kid when I first started. I had a lot of anxiety. It gave me a lot more self-confidence. I consider myself a lot of different person since I started boxing. Got rid of a lot of my stress, and it made me have a goal.
Yeah. Rise, grind, move, believe. This is the message I attached in the song. Passion, focus, vision, achieve. For when you're out pushing in the streets, move it, live it, love it, pride. Just know you can never go wrong. Respect, truth, honor, pride. As long as you have it.
To go anywhere with this sport, to be big, to be great, like Nicky Vitone, to be big like the bull wants to be, you have to fight, you have to compete. You have to be getting 20+ amateur fights a year. You can't get one fight every 6 months and think that you're going to be great. It's just a sport that doesn't allow you to be great with 10 amateur fights. You've got to have 100 to 200 amateur fights to make it anywhere in the sport. My
toughest fight was actually my first loss I had in this sport, and it was when I was 17. It was the Diamond Gloves, and I was in the finals, and it was my first away fight. I had to travel a little bit, and it was my first tournament also. So I kind of psyched myself out, and I was really, really nervous, and it was against a kid I'd never heard of, and he hasn't had a loss either, so I got in my own head, and the first round, he actually stopped me. The ref called in the first round before I could, get any of my punches off or I was really upset after the fight, and it was my first loss, and actually 2 weeks later, their gym had a show, and I fought the kid again, and I beat him for all 3 rounds, and it was a really big mental hurdle and physical hurdle for me to get over.
We expect you to lose. Actually, we want you to lose sometimes so you learn and you grow, But when you're hitting those, like I said, with those highs, you're not at a state of euphoria. You're hitting an extreme low. When you're ready to jump, if your support system doesn't have your back and isn't supporting you to get back in that ring, I'll never see you again. So it's probably one of the biggest hurdles that you deal with. And you lose most of your boxes on a novice level because, like I said, this sport, you have huge highs and huge lows. 85–90% of it are lows. So it takes a different type character, a different type person to gut out those lows, to understand that, hey, listen, I lost, but how did I lose? Right? You lost on a couple points. I expect you to lose. If you're losing the same way every single time, you're kind of dumb. I can't do anything with you. But
I always have to push myself, which is not easy, but I know it'll be worth it in the end, so.
5, right, finish, bang, bang, right. If you're gonna slip here and he's tall, slip, shoot up the middle on him, Nick. Right, give me that up, bang, bang. Got it? Ready?
I cannot imagine me being in the corner with someone else other than Coach Joe, and he helps me every day, not only as a boxer, but as a person. He helped me mature a lot over the years. I would take a bullet for a coach. It's a relationship that I can't even describe in words. I can't imagine anybody else with me, you know, telling me what to do during a fight or getting me ready for a fight.
Nicky started at a great age. He started with me when he was 15. He spent his first 2 years in the gym. Then he started competing. And again, you're learning on the job. You're getting your experience, and you're growing with every win, every loss. You should be growing and moving forward. Good-looking kid that can box, that has experience.
I do want to have a career in this sport. I plan on getting a lot more amateur fights before I go pro one day. I can't imagine myself really doing anything else.
Do you want to be a pro contender, or do you want to be a pro opponent? Do you want to be on the A side of the ring or the B side of the ring? So if without fights, without experience, without a solid amateur resume, you're the B side. Why would I stack the deck against you at 19 years old? You know what I mean? So our goal is to get Nicky on the A side of that ring. And the only way we're going to get on the A side of that ring is experience, experience, experience.
One day, I will be champion of the world. Sounds crazy, but I know as soon as I have my mind set on something, I work hard enough, I could achieve anything, not even when it comes to boxing, but anything I put my mind to. I love the sport so much. I'm excited for the future, but I'm taking it one fight at a time. Just follow my journey.
Give me the collar, right? Give me that chin. Give me that slip. Slip. Right, give me that slip. Good, 1, 2, 3. Good. 5, 3, 2. 6, 3, 2. One frame here. Good, 1, 1, 1. Come on. 1, 1, 2. Good, 1, 2, 3. Good, 5, 3, 2.
You've been warned, we getting into the zone. See the horns, it's Nicky the bull Vitone. Better show respect, I pity the fool he don't. He start attacking so quickly, you simply start losing hope. Just to be certain, we put in work and you know it's worth it. You gotta earn it, the fire's burning to get it perfect. Determination, the tide is turning, I'm about to surf it. The Terminator, the modern version, we out here murking. We the champions, striving to be the greatest men. Hunger is the ambience when you stand in an ace's gym. Came to do some damage, dance on the canvas and play to win. Answer every critic when the fans get in the stadium. Peep the way I boost up when I throw them dukes up. What you want, chump, lump you, then I chuck the deuce up. Uppercut swing like home runs, Babe Ruth's up. When it goes down, feel the crowd lift the roof up. This is heavy training, working towards a higher self. This is dreams of raising up that title belt. With my team hands up after that final bell. Been a battle to get here, we had to fight through hell. You know how aces do, come and be a raging bull. Heat it up, don't play it cool, what level can you take it to? Breaking through the concrete, this should be on pay-per-view. Shout out to every fighter out there paying dues. Wanna be a winner, you know what the place is. They don't get it like we get it here at Aces. You know what it is, I ain't even gotta say it. Put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up. You better know, we only going for greatness. They don't get it like we get it here at Aces. You know what it is, we ain't nothing to play with. Put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up.
Knock 'em out, boy, knock 'em out the box, boy. Knock 'em out, boy, knock 'em out the box, boy. Knock 'em out, boy, knock 'em out the box, boy. Knock 'em out, boy, knock 'em out the box, boy.
Wanna be a winner, you know what the place is. They don't get it like we get it here at Aces. You've been warned, we getting into the zone. See the horns, it's Nicky the bull Vitone.